Posted this in the green text thread earlier, guess it might be suitable here as well. Be me, around 4 or 5 years old, so it's sometime in 1986 or so. Living in a third world country. Go to the shops one morning with mum to get some groceries. Small store in a very small, remote town. Start wandering off on my own, because I'm so familiar with the store. Decide to venture further back, towards the stock room, which I usually avoid, because the shelves are very tall, and it's darker than the front. I was still a tiny kid. Hear my mum telling me, not to go too far. PFFFT whatevs. Navigate through the aisles, looking at shit. Shelves seem to be getting taller the further I go in. I get to the last aisles, turn round the corner, and I suddenly see it. A chubby humanoid figure with a brownish pinkish hue, doing a sort of dance, looking at me. It had a head that looked like an elephant, almost like the Hindu deity Ganesh, but this creature didn't have any of the jewelry or ornaments you usually see in those pictures. It had something that looked more like a snout than a trunk. Almost as tall as the shelves, 2 arms and 2 legs, stark naked, but I didn't see any genitalia. It's just there dancing and looking at me, making a strange ululating sound, not the shrieking kind, but a lower pitched version. I start freaking the fuck out, naturally. Just as I was about to turn and run to find my mum, I suddenly hear a word in my head. It sounded like Pulalungalin or something like that. For some reason it occurs to me that this might be this creature's name. It just suddenly popped in my head. I didn't hear any voices. Next thing I know, my vision goes black and I open my eyes to see my bedroom. My mum comes in to wake me up, says it's almost 8 a.m. and that I need to get ready for breakfast. Confused, I ask mum when we got back from the store. She looks at me puzzled and says we went to the store yesterday. I have no memory of returning home and going to bed the previous night. Hey X. So I went to Skinwalker Ranch in Utah last night. Goes as follows. Be me. Got some coke in my bag. Fuck it. JPG. Smoke a bowl. It's 10. Watching MR ballin' on the car's touchscreen. Time for bed. Jump into the back. Cozy like a clam. Have my eyes closed, an entity starts calling to me, the voice in my head sounds clear and separate from mine. Eyes are wide open now. The entity said it wanted to commune with me. I told it to take a hike, because I'm not a slut. A tries to convince me to allow it to be channeled through me, because I'm a medium I guess. Told it to fuck off. Almost called it a space nigger. Thought I saw a flash of a reptilian flash in my mind. Weird.jpg. Next morning. Feel disassociated with my body. Body acting like it was still high. Lasts all day when driving home. Can't feel my own head or limbs. I'm starting to worry. X. What do? Also, anyone else have any spooky stories while stoned? Not very paranormal. There's just no horror board. Be me. Awake at night. At Aunt's house. Aunt's house is basically just the home from Hush, horror movie. Playing CSGO. Think it would be funny to just be weird. Can't remember exactly what I did. Have fun on surfing server, living life. Until one dude says. Hey, you should look outside, that window to your right. Okay, keep in mind I'm on the first floor of this 3-story cabin in the middle of the woods, big ass window to my right, surrounding door, basically like every kid's Minecraft house. Look outside, already scared because he knew there was a window. See flashing red dot. Act like I don't see it like a true scared motherfucker. Say. What are you on bout, mate? British accent. Dude says. You see that camera? I can see you. You live at full fucking address, name and what position I am sitting in. At this moment, terrified for my life, it's like 2:30 a.m. Start fucking screaming at the guy. What the fuck is wrong with you? My fucking uncle who is upstairs works for the FBI. Lie. How did you manage to get that camera there? Dude, too easy lol. Plus, why are you lying? At this moment literally shitting my pants, I've already moved upstairs to the 3rd floor, where there's no outside exits and only 2 windows with no trees outside to attach anything to, and where my aunt and uncle are sleeping. End up crying myself to sleep. Later, fine dude, thanks to a 911 call. Hope he dropped the soap in prison honestly. Craziest part? Camera wasn't even his. It was my aunt's. She used it for her fucking 7 dogs. TLDR guy on CSGO got shit in his cereal and just felt like fucking a child up forever. Traumatized, like a boss. Okay, so here's some backstory. Be me a few weeks ago. Have really vivid dream. In it, I have a wife, and the whole dream is us having sex, but not having sex. Like, our energies in the dream were having sex, but she was just sitting in my lap facing me, both of us fully clothed. Next day, go to local pharmacy store to pick up a few things. I go there pretty regularly and know most of the people who work there. New girl is working. Looks pretty close to girl in my dream and has a similar energy to that too. Think nothing of it, just a weird coincidence. I pretty much go to that store 2 to 4 times a week since they sell fresh produce. Don't see her again for a few more visits. Then have a dream involving my wife again. Go the next day for some stuff. She's working again. That night, don't have dream with her. Next day, my grandma needs her prescription so I go to the pharmacy and she's not there. Then, a few nights later. Yet again, have a dream involving her. Next day, go to the store and she's working. What does this mean, if anything? Is there any merit to this, or am I just being schizo? Be me. 20-ish. Into esoteric stuff for few years now. 4 of us at friend's flat. Me, messing with a deck of cards. Zoned out. Shuffling me cards. Thinking to myself I wanna pull all the aces out. Stroking the deck. Pull out one card face down from somewhere in the middle. Flip it. It's an ace. Reshuffle, then repeat 3 more times. 4 aces staring back at me. Nice. JPG. SHOW and tell my friends what I just did. They were playing PS or something, not watching me becoming a wizard. No one believes me. Doesn't matter, I know what I did. Faith and focus. Anons faith and focus. I've had a similar experience. 8 years ago, on the couch. Took out my cartridge and put in another game. Had the game next to me. Can't remember anything after that. 4 years ago. Remember the game. Can't find it. Look inside and out the couch for the game. Fuck me. Convinced myself that I left it somewhere in my closet. Forgot about it. Be me 4 months ago. Walking around my backyard. 12 inches, 30 centimeters of snow covers the yard. It's fucking there. Lying on the ground next to the wall of my house, where the couch is. Pickerel is the game. I took off the game title while I was trying to clean it off. Obviously 8 years of weather kind of damaged the game, so it's no good. Never had weird stuff like this happen before. I love making real-life experience green text posts lol. Be me. 6 to 8 years old. Wide awake, planning to stay awake on phone. This rules out sleep paralysis and half-awake hallucinations. Closet door is closed. Actual door is open. Out of nowhere, door starts to creak open. Red eyes start coming slowly out. Scream for dear fucking life, also rules out sleep paralysis, as I freak the fuck out. Mom comes in, which would have definitely woke me up if I was asleep. Closet door is open. Beg and plead to sleep in mom's room. It works. Life goes on. Pic related is basically my room, but shitty stock images. Be me 6 years ago. Take LSD at a friend's party. Effects fade away. Smoke weed after. I start hearing literal demonic Latin chanting in my head. It seems to be corrupting me or some shit. Resist it. Try sleeping. Only manage 10-minute naps mixed with horrific nightmares where I murder violently people and get ripped apart by grotesque demons. All of this shit ends within 24 hours. Am I cursed now? This isn't that interesting, but it fucked me up for a little bit. I've actually never shared it before. Be me, few years ago. Standing in my kitchen eating Triscuits out of the box. Drop one. Watch it fall. Watch it hit the ground and bounce a little. It fucking disappears in front of my face. By that I mean it literally vanished without a trace, deleted from existence. I feel around on the ground exactly where it landed, look around the whole area, it's not there. Have never told anyone, nobody would believe me. What do you anons think it was? Has anything ever vanished in front of your eyes before?